Lies of P gameplay trailer was revealed during Gamescom, and finally getting an extensive look at the Lies of P gameplay has convinced me that I think this is going to end up being one of my favorite Souls-like games. Recently really fell in love with Thymesia, still working on that one here and there off stream, but I do think this Lies of P gameplay is showing a lot of promise. I want to break down right here at the beginning of the video why I think that. I'm going to walk through the good, sort of the unknown, and then talk about my prediction for this game. We like to do that at the beginning of the video so you don't have to go searching for my thoughts. It is a longer video because it's a live stream. I'm actually going to end the previous live stream about Forspoken gameplay. I'm going to bring those people over to this stream so that way they can enjoy continuing to hang out with us. We do multiple live streams a day, so make sure and hit subscribe and the bell button. That way you don't miss my content. And we go into this scene here. That way I can do what we call an update right at the beginning, and that way you don't have to go searching for it. This is a Reforge update. The Lies of P gameplay trailer is here. Also, extensive gameplay looks on multiple channels out there. So much gameplay to look at, and I think the Lies of P gameplay has convinced me this will probably end up being one of my favorite Souls-like games, purely based on what we've seen so far. I want to talk about why I'm making that prediction. If you like these really quick updates, hit subscribe and the bell button so you don't miss these uploads. Check out Reforge Gaming, where I stream live. I'm going to walk through the good, the unknown, and then my prediction about this game. So if you haven't seen the extensive gameplay looks, I strongly recommend you take a look at them because I do think they show lots of promise for multiple reasons. The combat, I think, looks absolutely incredible as well as unique. It doesn't look like something I have played before. There is elements and definitely pieces of inspiration that you can detect. The arm and the mechanics and the abilities, sort of a nod to Sekiro, but not necessarily the type of gameplay you would see in Sekiro. Getting them down and seeing the red dot and getting that execution animation on them, again, reminiscent of Sekiro, but not something that feels like a one-to-one from that game. Enemy design looks limitless and fun, which everything sort of being like steampunk and mechanically inspired. Seems as though Geppetto is the villain in the game, and you're fighting against all his different creations. Mainly, I would think he's fascinated with trying to see how strong he can make you, how far he can push you, and that's what is going on in the story. Sort of, it seems that way. It's graphically strong. I think the environments and the setting and the characters look phenomenal. The characters, I think, look very good and very creative. Pinocchio is sort of that mix of very, very beautiful and youthful, but also clearly there's an element of anger there with some of the scenes where you've seen him. The world looks beautiful, but also threatening, which I think is a very cool juxtaposition anytime you're in a world like this. And I think it's a creative take on a classic. I know people are like, why make a game about Pinocchio? I think it's a pretty cool creative take on the classic of an inventor who tries to create a boy that is real, and this is a very, very different trajectory for it. Now, the unknowns are, how punishing will it be, okay? I definitely think it looks a little bit more like an action RPG and not a pure Souls game. It also is not necessarily going to be one that just obliterates you time and time again and is very punishing with the currency, but that could still be the case. It very much is inspired by Souls games with its movement and with its combat. It certainly has the streets and the walking and the environments in the towns like Bloodborne. Many people thought it was going to be a Bloodborne clone, but it does feel more inspired by Sekiro, which begs the question, is it going to look and feel like Sekiro? Is it going to be super punishing? Is it going to be parry-driven? Is it going to feel like a Souls buffet, a Souls-like buffet where we have all these different elements from other Souls games, which could hurt it. It could make it feel non-distinct or maybe just too much of a smattering of other games. I don't think that's going to happen, which here's my prediction. It already feels like a cult classic. It already feels like something that's sort of standing out artistically and story-driven wise, something that we've never really experienced. Movement and combat and the bosses make me think I will like this game more than other Souls games because it does feel more action and ability oriented, so not so much heavily reliant on iframes and dodging and staying in the trenches and parry windows. It seems like there's a lot of versatility in what you can do and how you can build your character. If it pulls from Sekiro without the brutal difficulty thresholds of Sekiro, then I will be thrilled as as it may land as a more approachable, more beatable Souls game. I know really hardcore Souls fans won't like that, but that's my preference. Is I don't necessarily like being taken all the way to the edge. I've beaten Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, and Elden Ring, but I do prefer some of that to be toned down just a touch so I can just enjoy the artistic direction as well as the combat. Story can help a game like this, I think, as well, stand out against the less clear and direct storytelling of Souls games like the Dark Souls franchise or Elden Ring. Those games are a little bit more mysterious and a little bit more non-direct, and this seems like it's going to be a little bit more of a direct story with characters, well-designed and interesting characters with scenes like the one we're looking at here. I think that will be in its corner and help it be a very, very beloved title. As always, check out Reforge Gaming, where I stream live and have these discussions. Hit subscribe and the bell button, and I'll see you in the next video. And I'll see you guys right now. Good afternoon. Time for our second show. What do you guys think of this gameplay? What do you think of what I'm saying? Am I off the mark here? Is this a game that's going to land as a favorite already? It feels like... It feels special. There's something about this game that's striking me and hitting me in a certain kind of way. It feels like a very special game and a game that is going to be liked by a lot of people. Let's see here. I need to update that thumbnail. Forspoken gameplay VOD. For me, seeing the influences from Sekiro, while also feeling a little bit more like an action game, more like an action RPG that's got the Souls and the Sekiro inspiration, I found that to be pretty encouraging. It was like, okay, this isn't going to just be some Bloodborne Souls clone where you're getting your face smashed the whole time. It might actually be more action and ability oriented, which could make it just more fun and have that freedom of build and customization and the freedom to have different approaches to the combat. You know, I made Sekiro significantly harder on myself because I basically never used any of the arts or the abilities. I primarily used my blade the entire time. The premise caught my attention. I'll give it a fair shake. We need a shameless, rageless roast plug after that good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Yeah, don't forget to check out Reforge Roast at reforgeroast.com or the links below in the description. That supports the content directly. It's not a sponsor. It is our coffee. We have it brewed, bagged, and shipped to us, and we in turn then turn and ship it to you. We have the flavors properly curated to deliver balanced acidity, which if you've never tried coffee like that, you should try it. The vibe and the atmosphere of the game looks great, says Sane. I saw nothing I want to play in this one. It looks off. What about it looks off to you? I guess that would be my question. To me, let's pull up some of the more lengthy gameplay footage. I've not watched some of the more lengthy gameplay footage. We are wanting to launch that Reacts channel, and I don't want to consume too much content that I might want to react to and throw over there. IGN has 12 minutes of gameplay and then 11 more minutes of gameplay. So they have two different videos right now that came out of Gamescom that we definitely want to check out. Let me get this on the right level here, and let's make sure and loop it. Okay. Quality of the video is not that great. Here, this is something that I thought was interesting. Select combat memory. Path of crickets, which is balance. Path of bastards, which is agility. Path of sweepers, which is tenacity. So it does look like you have three choices right off the rip with how you want to play the game. This isn't even getting into the build. This looks like almost like a preset thing that they're doing. It looks rough around the edges, but it's probably pre-alpha, so I'm not worried. It doesn't look as fluid as From Software. Can you roast the game, the gameplay, and the UI and the graphics? No. Yeah, see, I pulled the trigger correctly on you. You don't bring the type of environment and vibe that I enjoy being around. You're unpleasant. I'm super hyped. I'm glad it's day one on Game Pass. Never played Bloodborne. This reminds me of Sekiro. Top 10 game for me. I'm here for liesofp. Yeah, I'm excited about this one more so than I originally was. When it looked sort of like a Bloodborne clone, I wasn't too enthused about that. I just wasn't. The lack of combat music makes it a little weird for me, but I love the game. I'm assuming, are there people talking in this? Let me see. Yeah, let's just listen. I feel like the environment sounds good. Pulse cell. Pulse cell restores some of your exhausted HP. When a pulse cell is enabled, you can enter X to use it. So our voice seems quite a bit lower than our character. Our character looks very youthful, but the voice is like, huh! It sounds older than he looks. Yeah, the sounds are great. I am noticing the lack of background music. It does feel very empty. Perhaps they turned that off when they recorded this. Perhaps it's something that maybe the original score hasn't been... A lot of the times, the original score is going through a process of whitelisting and copyright concerns. So it's possible there's something going on with the original score and they can't put it in the videos yet. I don't know. It does seem weird there's no music, especially for a game about Pinocchio. It just seems ripe for eerie, foreboding music to really set the tone. But let's continue watching. I do feel the lack of music, though. It does feel odd. Oh, here we go. Guard. You can stop enemies' attacks with guard. Successful guards can reduce damage. Decreased damage can be recovered by a successful attack on the enemy or success of a perfect guard. You can move during the guard. Okay. Perfect guard. If you guard exactly at the time of the enemy's attack, you get a perfect guard. When success, the perfect guard, you do not get damage and you block the enemy's fury attacks. And there is a high possibility of destroying enemy weapons. Enemies with destroyed weapons have less attack range and less damage than before. I feel like Souls-like is losing its meaning. Why? A little bit of motion blur too turned on. Obviously, that's up to the player to turn off. Hopefully. Timeesia didn't let you turn it off. Good block. Wait, did he take damage from that block? That's going to be hard to adjust to, because that sounded like a good block to me, but he lost 5% of his health on that block. Right? I think that's going to be hard to adjust to. That sound cue, that player feedback, that sounded like a successful block to me. Guys, if you're enjoying the coverage and the breakdown, make sure and smash the like button. It's a new stream. You may have gotten redirected over here from our first stream of the day. We're taking a look at Lies of P gameplay trailer. Smash the like button and switch to live chat so you can see what everybody's saying. He's getting wrecked. I think that roll looks a little stiff. Strange there's no, like, get them from behind damage. That was weird, too. Enemy didn't even respond. I mean, some of the enemies might be dumb. They're kind of, like, mechanical looking. So there could be, like, lower intelligence levels, but, like, he didn't get any kind of, like, a backstab execution, anything there. Yeah, I will be turning that motion blur off. It looks really, really muddy. I want to see a perfect block to see if there's a huge difference in sound and player feedback. Because again, that block sounds good, but it's not. It's just minimizing damage. No, this environment's rough. I mean, I'll say, based on how much he's getting hit and how crazy this environment is, this game's going to be like a Souls game. It's super punishing. He's getting the crap smacked out of him. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. He got killed by dot. He got killed by dot damage. Okay, let's take a look at the UI here. I actually think the font choice and the UI choice is extremely reminiscent of the genre, so I think it's fine. I like the penmanship flurry thing they're doing. I think that looks cool. Jose Ocho, this is so you can start your new TV GoFundMe. Yeah, you guys want to help me with that? If we if you guys hit a big enough amount, I will literally go to Target tonight and I'll take care of it. I'll get the Ethernet cables. I'll buy Tiny Tina Wonderlands again, and I'll buy a TV. Like, Madam will be so mad, but if you guys fund it, it's your fault, not mine. Okay. So it looks like we have move while charging. You are able to move as slow as walking while charging. Thank you again, Jose, for the $10 tip. We helped with the last one. You're on your own. You just got TV. No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I expect it. I'm saying it would be funny. It would be totally funny. She'd be like, we're not going to Target to buy a TV. I'm like, babe, the stream did it, not me. Attack while charging. Inflicts a small amount of continuous lightning damage at the hand of the position while charging. Max charge increase. The maximum charge level increases. Okay, so this is the Fulminous. Electric shock. Okay, so it looks like there's 3 tiers to it. It's equipped. I will say it's hard to tell if we have the 1, 2, or the 3 over here, right? I don't have to rebuy the game, Mike. I bought Tiny Tina Wonderlands on PC and Xbox, and I don't want to play it there. I have 2 PlayStations. Okay. Oh, I see. It's grayed out. Okay, so he has all 3 in the previous frame. Okay, they're grayed out if you don't have them yet. So this is Puppet String. Let's take a look at each ability. So Fulminous is a Legion arm that holds a powerful electric current. Oh, so he's switching out arms here. Oh, no, he's not. Puppet String. A Legion arm that can shoot out wire. Oh, no, yeah, he's switching his arm. Falcon Eyes. Drill cannon from range. Huh. So he's debating on which one to equip. Okay, so he just equipped Puppet String. That's freaking awesome. I love the art style of this game so much. I bet the Series S looks fine on your old TV. Come on, I just want to play Returnal with my wife and have it out like crap. That's all I want. Okay, it enables you to pull enemies closer. Okay. Okay. This looks dope. I wish they would turn off the thing down in the corner here. I can't see, so that's why I'm just leaving myself over here. Like, I can't see what's down there. Like, why'd they leave that lower third on? A $20 tip from Vengeance. Got a Samsung for the Xbox app. PC console exclusivity is still stupid. Yo, thanks for the 20 spot. Look, man, Vengeance is picking the ball up. Vengeance and Jose are saying, listen, we can't abide this. We can't abide this. Okay, let's see if we can get a perfect block here. Ah, you suck. I really want to see a perfect block. Hey, by the way, just so y'all know, you bought a TV for me, but this is a TV for Madam. It's a TV for Madam. It'll be hers. Okay. Oh, he pulls him off the roof. I love it. I love that. He pulls him off the roof. Come on, fight the big guy. Not falling for that. Where's the badger we paid for? I forgot about the badger fund. My wife wants a badger to get rid of the wasps in the backyard. How do we go about taking the TV back? Yo, Narwaffle's signing up. He says, I'll help. I'll help my man, Narwaffle, with a 10 spot. You see? That's freaking low, Eugene. Look at the dot damage. Okay. Oh my gosh. They're putting like an oil on you. Are you guys seeing what they're doing? Watch what happens. He splashes him with oil. Reduced fire resistance. So he's covered in oil. And then the fire comes from the right. Look how much he's burning. He's trying to stop, drop, and roll. Yo, that is harsh. That's harsh. This game is gonna freaking tilt me, bro. It's gonna tilt me. Come on, get the perfect. Okay, so it does seem like the trash enemies you can sunlock pretty easily. You can. Just he immediately interrupted that guy with a light attack. Oh, that fire's annoying. I provided $300 toward the Badger Fund. Did you give Madam any of that money? What? I don't remember that. We didn't actually get that kind of money for the Badger Fund. It was a total joke. I thought a couple people tipped like laughing. Did you actually do that? Movement looks clunky. I think everything looks fine except for the roll. I think the roll looks clunky, which could have something to do with your build. Whoever's playing is getting their footing. Oh gosh. Collectively, yes. Oh my gosh. I did not remember. It got out of hand that day. I don't remember that. I remember the TV being a huge surprise. Inflation ruined the Badger Fund. Yeah, guys. Yeah, it's, you know, you got to help out with inflation. Badger on screen at 2,000 subs. I have a stuffed badger. I'm not going to actually buy a badger. I don't think I'm allowed. I would like to confirm that Lono, who remembers every slight we've ever said against him back years, suddenly doesn't remember money that was given him. Convenient. I just love little touches like that big moving sign and the light on it. I think little stuff like that is so cool. Yeah, Flintlock looks really good. Ringing phone. So you're looking for stargazers. Those are your bonfires. Okay. Oh, we've already looked at this. Okay. I love this, by the way. Answer the phone. I know. I hate it. You're not going to go answer the phone? Okay, so that did like damage eventually. It stuck to them. Ooh. Okay, some of this is the player just doesn't seem like a Souls player. Like, I don't want to be critical, but come on, man. You fought these units time and time again. Why are you not kiting and just taking advantage of being able to swing through them? Like, this doesn't seem like an experienced Souls player. They're getting the crap beat out of them by pretty predictable telegraphs, as well as enemies that you can stun lock with your light attack. Like, I'm not even a God tier Souls player, and I'm like, what are you doing in some of these instances? See, again, instead of attacking when they're in a neutral, he waits until they're already in an attack animation. Well, these guys are real tanky. Get out of there. Neutral, attack. Neutral, attack. Neutral, attack. Come on, bro. Roll. Roll! Interrupt yourself! They just don't ever try to get out of the way. You missed. The guy in the second gameplay is really good. Yeah, I'm not trying to be rude, but whoever is playing this game, they just don't seem familiar with like Souls games. How's the closed room camera? Fighting in a closet? I actually don't think the camera was that bad in this sequence. They just didn't understand how to get out of the way. Like, how to read a neutral, how to read an attack telegraph. Like, what are you doing? Like, if you're going to swing on them when they're in a neutral and they start attacking after your second swing, get out of the way. They just kept going back for a third every time. Like, listen, I'm a greedy player, but not against trash ads. I get greedy against a boss because it's like you feel like you have to. You can equip 2 weapons and use them alternately. Go to the equip menu and select a weapon you want from an empty weapon slot. Oh, so they unlock the ability to have a second weapon. The little in the menu feels really out of place, doesn't it? It feels like something from a Nintendo Switch game. Listen to that. That sounds like something out of Kirby. Okay, I dig the fire axe. Yeah, those sound effects in the menu feel so out of place. It's like, I don't know. Character reminds me of Timothy Chalamet. Yeah. He's very beautiful. He's very good looking and has like that youthful. He almost looks like angelic. You know what I mean? I think it's a good design choice to make him very beautiful. Because like this era of time, like a sculpture or a painting would do that. It would make them look very fair and very, you know, almost very dainty. But then he's got like this other side of him. Okay, if you ever needed proof that this person doesn't play Souls games, they literally went for the loot box. Instead of scouring the room, they're like, loot! Now listen, I like loot as much as the next guy, but I know for a fact that that's never the right choice. It's such bait. Turn around! Turn around! They're behind! Groggy. If an enemy's HP gauge is exposed to a white border, charged strong attack can cause the enemy to groggy. What do you mean too groggy? Like get groggy? Fatal attack. You can use a powerful fatal attack. Some enemies, when they are in a groggy state, a successful fatal attack can inflict great damage. Approach the enemy to the specific angle and enter RB while the fatal attack is possible. Fable Arts slot. Can be used if the weapon's Fable slots have more charge than the required slots for Fable Arts. You can use Fable Arts to make them groggy. Fable slots are charged when attacking enemies. Oh, so I think the groggy menu is just a typo. You're making them groggy. Yeah. Like, you're not can cause the enemy to groggy. It's supposed to be to become groggy. This could be, you know, some interpretation issues from their language to English. But yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be cause the enemy to groggy. I think it's supposed to be cause them to become. Okay. Let's see how this works. You don't hear those footsteps, bro? What the frick are you doing? Turn around and fight! Yeah, it didn't work out. Didn't work out. Now you gotta fight some crazy clown with liquid arms of pain or something. And you got no health. Here he comes. Here comes Chuckles. I'll punch the laughter out of you. This joke really hits. Oh. This next joke will really kill you. You're one hit! All right, we're going to the next video. Oh my gosh, that was so frustrating. Jiminy Christmas. Sorry. All right, apparently this gameplay is better. It's a better quality. Whoever captured this did a better job. It looks clearer.
Please feel free to let me know if you need it.
I like that. That was cool. Oh, it's early tutorial if it's teaching them lock on. Okay, this person knows how to play. Is he using a different sword than the last guy? He's using it like a fencing sword. Instead of swinging, he's more like doing like stabs. He's doing more pokey style. Oh, let me get out of the way of the UI. Here, I'll just go over here. Elder Scrolls 6 going to make this game like a PS1 game? I don't ever understand why people like you are here and are even typing. I don't understand what you're attempting to do. Like, who cares about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, Elder Scrolls 6, we don't know anything about that game. Like, I just don't genuinely get it. Like, are you that dumb? Are you actually that dumb of a person? Or are you just bored and hoping to get a reaction? Like, I'm like... You are a conundrum for me because I can't tell if you're just dumb or trying to be annoying. Like, either way, I don't know if I want you here. Yeah, his fighting style has changed. He's using a different sword. Jose Ocho with a $5 tip. You might have enough money to buy a 24-inch RCA. Still be going for the one you have, JK. Yeah, the TV for Madam Fun's at $45. So we're not. It's not looking good, chat. I really like this sword. Oh, he missed him. Oh, this guy has a gun. Yeah, like, they're just low-level enemies. They're just low-level enemies. Just stun lock them when they're in a neutral stance. Like, you know what I'm saying? The guy was looking behind him while looting. Yeah. This guy knows how to play. The other guy, I don't know what the frick he was doing. I hope this guy can show us what a perfect block looks like. I want to see and hear what it sounds like. Okay, we got to give props to this guy. So not only does he creatively bring this guy over, but the minute he realizes he's threatened from the right, he dodges. Like, this is really good control, because I would not have done this. That candlestick came in from the right. And he was like, no. That was a partial block. He still took damage. Yeah, Lies of P is going to be, I believe, all platforms, isn't it? Except for Switch, maybe? The nose will grow. No, they didn't say. They said they weren't going to answer directly how the lying would affect his character. I don't think it's going to be a traditional nose growing though. I think he's going to turn more mechanistic as he lies. I think he's going to lose his humanity as he lies. Like, he'll become more mechanical like the guys he's fighting. Yeah, maybe this guy will actually figure out how to do the groggy thing. Instead of playing like a moron and falling like the other guy. You gotta block against this guy. You gotta block against this guy. It's a real easy read. It's a long swing. Bam! Right there. That's an unblockable. Experienced Souls player going for the backstab. You gotta block this guy. This is a blocking enemy. It's such an easy read. Yo, a 20 spot from Peepo says, here for that OLED, taking us to $65. Peepo, you the man, bro. You the man. I want to rewatch that. Okay, so he utilized something new here. So that was the thing we were talking about. So he got him groggy. He used some kind of a charge ability, got him groggy, and then got the critical hit. Yeah, so you can get like the backstab thing. It seems like you might have to charge up a heavier attack to actually pull that off. I thought that was going to open for him. Yeah, so there's clearly a way to backstab in this game. For 65, Lono's only going to be able to get a Poe LED. I'm going to go to Target and be like, I got $65 cash money. What kind of TV can you give me? There's a ladder. There it is. I just hate that this is considered next gen. It looks like Dark Souls 1 and 2. Why waste money on old mechanics? Like, why waste time being a dishonest person? If you honestly think the graphics in this game look like Dark Souls 1 and 2, either get your eyes checked or stop being a liar. You think the world detail, graphical detail, lighting, character design, enemy design, you think this is on... You think Dark Souls 1 and 2 looked like this? Really? Good dodge. No. It's not next gen, it's current gen. Wait, are you being persnickety about calling a PS5 next gen or current gen, or are you saying this is going to run on old systems? I'm not sure which you're doing, Jake. Where's Geppetto? He shows up later. I think Geppetto is the villain. All these guys you're fighting are his creations, I think. Basically, Geppetto is a madman. Yeah, I played Timesia. I strongly recommend Timesia for the price point. I think it's a great game. You have to adjust to its fighting styles, but I think it's very good. Something dropping down, maybe? No, it's inside. Yeah, there's something in here. There's something big in here. I think it might be Abe's mom. Catching strays, dude. Tom Hanks needs to voice the I haven't even done anything. I like how Abe's almost like he's almost back on his heels. He's like, wait a minute, I haven't even done anything. ... today, right? You haven't even done anything today. Oh gosh. Maybe that explains the lack of music. The sound cues are impressive for telegraphing attacks. There he is. Oh, he must have died. Yo, Akuta Papa with a 10 spot says, this is for that joke. It's going in the TV fund for Madam, $75 already. We've only been streaming for 47 minutes, and we're well on our way of getting her a pretty nice one. I don't even know what they have at Target or what we're going to get. I'm dead serious I'm going to do it. I'm not kidding. Come on, fight this guy. He definitely went out here and died, though. Watch. Yeah, he went out there and died. He's like, run it back. Ooh, what'd he do? Did he sharpen his sword? He must have died again. My name's Top Hat Timmykins, and I'm gonna drown you. Ooh! That's a quick one. That's a quick one. Oof. Yo, Sorcerer says, someone say TV fund 20. We're at 95. We almost cleared 100. You're the best. You're the best. Little Timmy upgraded the Top Hat Timmy. Impressive. Yeah, this Top Hat Timmykins right here. It's barely putting any damage on it. Oh! What's funny is you're going to learn just how much better your TV is than today's standard. Anything's better than a 720 plasma, though. That's what she's playing on right now. Oh, he's got him groggy. He's got him groggy. It didn't work. I think he was late. Oh, no! No! That sucks. That sucks. He missed the window? Yeah, he was a little late. He was a little late. There's only one Elden Ring? Well, this is the one they debuted during Gamescom. Or no, this is at the very end of Gamescom. So that's what these guys said. Like, these guys are hunting you. And they want to put you in this thing. So it seems like there's actual, like, factions in the game that are, like, against Pinocchio. I had a 720 plasma. Couldn't give it away when I was done with it. 300 gets you a 40-inch? Really? That's all we need. It doesn't need to be very big. I think right now it's going to be replacing a 42-inch, so it doesn't need to be a very big TV. Fairly normal 50-inch TVs are surprisingly affordable. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're trying to play games, and it's just like, it looks, they hunt the liars. Oh. So I wonder if the more you lie, the more those guys show up and mess with you. Like, it's like a revenge thing. I sold a 1080 plasma for $50 2 years ago. That TV was a monster. We've got plans for that 720 plasma, like putting it behind me for stuff to really bring home the newsroom thing. Like, if I had it, like, over here, or we even zoom the camera out a little bit more and I put it over there and we could, like, put videos on it, like the whole over-the-shoulder thing. So we've actually got plans for it. Because it would be perfectly fine for that. It's just, you know, it just looks bad for gaming. It looks muddy and blurry. Like, it's hard to see stuff. I was playing Returnal on it, and, like, I couldn't see certain things. Wait, highlights from the Gamescom interview. The lying system could be pretty cool. So, according to the devs, Pinocchio is chosen as a story to twist as it's known by many and it would help the devs get the name out there. The team loved the deeper aspects of Pinocchio that could be explored, especially in a more adult setting. The Black Brotherhood, the characters at the end of the trailer, are hunting the player in the game. They really like to hunt liars. The team feels the game is vastly unique in the soul space, especially with the sheer amount of weapon combinations. Blades and handles can be swapped for hundreds of weapons combinations. The ARM system has numerous different attachments that can be used in-game. Lies impact the game greatly, and players won't expect the outcome of what their choices will bring. The dev team, based in Korea, was so grateful to get a chance at developing a single-player game rather than the sheer amount of mobile PC typically from that region. After so much online development on prior projects, the team underestimated single-player development and has strived to give the genre its all with Lies of P. They thank gamers for the positive reception and are going to go above and beyond to make sure it lives up to the hype. Oh, lives up to the reception. So it seems to me like, I bet you those guys show up. Like, they disrupt you, mess with you, you know, do stuff to you the more you lie. I love the look they gave him too. Geppetto looks a little bit... The only thing I have an issue with on Geppetto is he looks like when you watch a TV show and they try to age somebody with like a beard and gray hair and it doesn't quite work. He doesn't look... Something's off. Like, he doesn't look like the beard and the hair belong to him. You know what I mean? I feel like they show him earlier when he's younger and he looks great. And when they tried to age him, they didn't do the greatest job. Like, is that supposed to be him when he's younger or somebody else? I don't know. I feel like that's supposed to be him when he's younger. I don't know what the V is for. Maybe it's not Geppetto. And then we have Jiminy. We have Jiminy Cricket in a little bottle. And then we definitely have a bag with a that's like the Masons symbol on the bag. We need Tom Hanks. I'm excited about the enemy design. One of the reasons I think this is going to be my favorite game is it feels like the enemy design, like the boss fights and stuff, it just feels a little bit more action-oriented. So we definitely saw remnants of super punishing areas in the first video that we watched. Like, they're going to beat the snot out of you just in the basic areas. But, like, this fight right here, this feels like a little less Souls, like a little less Sekiro, and a little bit more like action, right? Oh man, we could get Costco. Yeah, let's just go to Costco because we have a membership out there. We could get a much better deal. They have a $200 55-inch. I literally don't need a 55-inch. I need like a 42-inch, 45-inch something. I need less than 50 inches. You guys already got us to 100. Like, I'm not kidding you. If we hit the right amount, I'll go out there tonight. I'll replace her TV, get Ethernet cables and everything tonight. Because it's pain. It's absolute pain trying to play with her. We got everything set up and we were trying to play Returnal, and it was like, we actually did pretty well and she couldn't even frickin' see. And I was like, I bet you if we got her a better TV, we'd have a better time. Because I tried playing on it and I had a hard time. Now, I'm curious here, like, how much of an impact this is going to have. Because they have balance, they have agility, and then they have tenacity. So I'm curious how much these affect your gameplay experience. Elden Ring is not the gold standard for this style of game. You know what's funny? Corey and I have disagreed a lot today. I actually agree with him. I don't think Elden Ring is the gold standard. I think Elden Ring failed in some departments. I think Elden Ring's the gold standard if you want to do an open world style game like this. I think they're the gold standard for open world, but I don't think they're the standard for Souls. Yeah, we're raising money for a Madam TV fund. Yeah, I told them that we've been playing games. I said, and you can't, like, we tried playing Returnal, like, you can't see anything. So I was like, if you guys give me enough, I said, I'm going to go get her a TV literally tonight and the Ethernet cables. So, it seems like we need about $200. Or, well, we need about $300 to get everything and the cables and everything. And we already have 100. People are being super dope. Eugene's finding, he says Costco is the best place to go. Family trip to Costco. We need $500. You get a really good brand of models, 43-ish for 300-ish. Yeah, we don't need it to be very large because we need room for it. Yeah, 43 would be good. Tada, yep. Mm-hmm. What would be for Souls? I think the gold standard for a Souls game would be a blend of Elden Ring and Sekiro. I think it's got to be a blend of Elden Ring and Sekiro. I think Sekiro had a better combat system. I think Sekiro respected the player more with the boss design. Sekiro, Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne are the gold standard, says Eugene. What did Elden Ring fail at? I thought the end game, I thought boss design was inconsistent. I thought there was an over-reliance on spam and area of effect in boss fights. There's even research being done right now into how the bosses cheat and how they read inputs. The open world kills replayability. That's right. My wife made fresh bread today. You just got back from Costco? Nice. We're going to Costco. Can you get me 50 blueberry muffins? Yeah, Elden Ring nails the open world, but there's so many aspects of it that just don't land. Yeah, exactly, Creature. Stole It, Community Night, even using the exact same font for live. I think that live might be straight up lifted. Might be straight up lifted out of one of our thumbs. Oh, nice, Creature. I always thought Elden Ring was mad overrated. The way people picture it as the best game ever. I think Elden Ring is award-winning. I think Elden Ring is award-winning, but I also think they get certain things wrong so that I wouldn't say it's the gold standard. Hi, Lono Chat Mods. Love the stream. It's been following for the channel for a while now. I can't seem to join. I get a spinning blue circle, and then it says purchase canceled. Not sure what's going on. You could try a different browser. You could try and see, is your account a brand account? Sometimes brand accounts mess up. I don't know. You might need to create like a completely separate account to just do YouTube memberships on. Eugene says Sekiro is still a better overall first play, in my opinion. No one opinion's right, though. My personal preference is that Neo 2 is better than every Souls game made, but that's just me. Elden Ring excels at having an interesting world and exploration. Yeah, that's why I think the first half of Elden Ring is perfect. Like, even when I played through the game the first time, I felt that way. Not just after it got bad. Like, not on replay. Even when I played the game a second time. I felt like the front half was so much better. Yeah, Dark Star, we talked about that. It does seem really strange that there's no music. Where's Figaro? Oh, yeah, the cat. Guys, we are an hour into the broadcast, and YouTube encourages us to run ads. Rather than run ads, can you do something for me? Can you give me 200 likes on the video? We don't have 200 likes yet, and hitting the like button is free. You could also become a paying member to become a part of members-only content. Our Friday night member streams have been a blast. Those are great ways to support what we do. Crash dummy enemies? Yeah, they did. They look like crash test dummies. Is there a member's Discord? The Discord's open to everybody, but there's a lot of extra rooms if you're a member. There's a lot of extra rooms if you remember. Man, my wife made some really good bread. I would murder a sandwich on this bread. A little messy, but good bread sometimes is. This game hasn't anything original going for it? Wait, you're arguing this game doesn't have anything original going for it? Very like a Beethoven score would work perfect here for music and setting. Yeah, like this is a good example right here. Right here. Like, there's just no music. Just some crazy clown. Mad clown prototype. Are they doing a wounded? Are they doing a wounded thing like Timesia? Look at the health bar. Do you see what I'm talking about? Have they explained this part here? That's not damaged yet, right? See? There's that bar is like I wonder if that's like the Timesia wounded thing. Oh, does Bloodborne have that mechanic? I've never played it. I did not like Steel Rising at all, Detective Seeds. I had something weird going on with my right bumper. I had a brand new controller, and like I would dodge and get behind the enemy, and I would hit right bumper, and like it would just stop after 2 hits, and for no explicable reason, because I could do 2 right bumpers and a right trigger, which is light, light, heavy. So it was literally letting me do a light, light, heavy, and then like I couldn't do 3 lights, and then there were times where it would let me do 3 lights. It was super weird. Like, camera felt clunky, controls felt like they weren't quite working quite right, and I just kept dying on this one boss, and the second time I died, it was because, like, camera got wonky, and then it dropped inputs on me, and I was like, dude, I'm freaking done. Like, I don't play games like this. Yeah, it looks like the adjustments are landing well over there. We're not over here yet. I mean, unless some of what today could be Creature, we're just late on some of this. But I saw that. I was encouraged to see that over there on that one. Still waiting on Arc Raiders at the end of the year. Yeah, that one looks like it could be fun. Like, are we getting... Yeah, no. We'll see. We'll see. I still think live is weird. Spiders make Steel Rising, and they always have stuff going on with the controls. It didn't even make any sense. Like, it wasn't like I was spamming or something. It was like I would just get behind the enemy, and then it just wouldn't register my inputs. In Bloodborne, imagine a Souls game without load capacity, so you're always speed rolling. I had no issues with the controls that I found. It felt clunky at first until I got used to the mechanical nature of the character, and then it was better. I felt like I adjusted to Timesia's controls like right away. I felt like the entire time I was playing Steel Rising, there was just an unresponsive nature to it. I felt like I wasn't getting the crisp response time that I wanted. There was just, I don't know. There was something delayed or slightly dropping about it. That was I was frustrated. I wasn't having a good time. So I basically told people I gave it a thumbs down. I was like, I can't recommend this. It didn't feel like a good polished game. It hit first look today. I bet you I get hate over there. I bet you people are like, you just said that you didn't like it because you're bad or something. I bet you that's the response we get. My Steam Deck is available. I can complete my purchase. I don't want to, though. Is there a release date for Lies of P? No, there is not. There is no current Lies of P release date. All we have is there was like the debut Lies of P trailer during Gamescom, And now we have a lot of Lies of P gameplay that they have pushed out through IGN and other sources. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to skip out on the Steam Deck. I did that thing where, like, you reserve one or whatever, and I just now finally got the email. I just don't know what I would do with it. Like, I don't have lots of time for that kind of gaming. You're tripping? I know, but I'm not in the position I once was where anything gaming related, I would just spend money on it. I don't like doing that now. Still not where I want to be. I'm not able to just look at something and be like, yeah, give me it. Like, hesitant to buy Tiny Tina Wonderlands on the PS5, which would have streamlined our experience last night, but I'm just like hesitant to do it. I don't like doing that. I'm not in a place where I used to be. There was a time where I'd be like, new gaming peripheral, new console, collector's edition. Yeah, give me everything. You know. No reason to buy hardware you won't use? I just don't know when I would even have time to use it. It's a really, really cool device. It's a really cool device, but like my living room set up so like everybody can game. You know, everybody can have a screen. Why am I going to sit and like look down and look at some smaller screen? And there's not going to be like a way to review it. We don't really have an outlet for that. Like no one cares what I say about that kind of stuff. And secondly, there's not going to be like Steam Deck only games, I don't think, to like review. You know what I mean? Like to be one of the few people with the platform. On the go. I'm rarely on the go. If I'm on the go, I'm coaching my kid's soccer or watching my son play soccer or, you know what I mean? For travel, if you travel frequently? No, I don't. There was a time where I was going to travel a lot for like hosting gigs and stuff, but that's not a thing anymore. Yeah, plane flights and stuff? Yeah, no. I've never taken my Switch and used it on a trip. If you have it reserved, I'll buy it through you if you're okay doing that. I travel a lot, so it'd be awesome. I'm just not, I don't want to even mess with that. I don't like doing that kind of thing. Steam Deck's a portable PC. I'd like to either get to a point where companies like that are sending them to me, or like I just drop the funds and don't worry. Well, how close are we? We need 16 more likes to get to 200 likes, guys. Four hours of maintenance for an 8-year-old game ahead of a Sony showcase is awfully suspicious. Yeah, the Bloodborne thing. Yeah. I'm wondering if they have like a PS5 update coming out. I think a time will come where you wish you had one, but I do not think that time is soon. Yeah. Is that you playing? No. This is footage from IGN. They had 2 different videos they released. This is the second one. This guy plays significantly better than the first. Can you rewind back to the sharpening mechanic? Yeah. See, he almost gets the groggy effect here, but he's late and he pays the price. What he sharpens when he first gets here, doesn't he? He switches and then he sharpens. Oh, so there's a bar beneath his weapons that's like red and it fills up. I wonder if, do you think during the fight, let's watch that bar. Does it get dull? It'd be an interesting mechanic because you are using your sword against metallic objects, not flesh. So if they make your sword get dull from fights. Yeah, it's getting little. Its little meter is going down as he uses it. It seems. I don't know if it's durability. It's sharp. I think it's a dullness versus a sharpness more than durability. You see down in the corner, this thing here with like the two things. That's like a blade sharpener. He used that and it filled the bar, and the bar now is slowly going down the more he uses it. So I think it's less durability and it's more of a sharpness versus a dullness mechanic. And I wonder if there's certain abilities that you can't use once the item gets so dull. Yeah, he's lost about 5% of his what I'm calling sharpness. It's a buff. It could be a sharpness buff to where once you lose it, your damage goes down. Yeah, he got greedy there. It's 30 FPS off. The Stream Deck is very average for gaming when you don't like 30 FPS gaming. People getting on you turning down tickets like this is second. Oh, is it mostly 30 FPS on the Steam Deck? I would never use it then. What the frick? People are buying that thing and playing 30 FPS all the time? Is that true? Heals are refilled with attacks. It's low-end PC gaming. Not for all titles. Yeah, I'm good. Red Dead Redemption 2 runs at 50. It all depends on the settings. It's going to be a good game. Can't wait. Yeah, we unfortunately so much hit last week that we had to kick some of these things to next week when they're not quite as exciting. Like when all this hit last week, we didn't have a way to cover it because there were other big stories hitting and we had to cover those stories. So sadly, we are a little bit late to like the Lies of P gameplay reaction. We're a little late. We're about 2 days late. Sadly, that's the nature of everything landing on Thursday and Friday, and we're a Monday through Friday channel. We are hoping to very soon, I was wanting to do it over the weekend and I just couldn't find time. We're wanting to launch a Reforge Reacts channel that allows me to watch something that we watched today and just post my reaction. Shorter form upload content, 15, 20 minutes. Or roughly the length of the trailer. 10 to 12 minutes. Depending on what I'm watching. So that way we don't feel like we miss out on stuff like that. Because all that stuff hit, and I could have recorded that stuff in the evening, cranked out the content when it mattered. It's tough. It's tough. Like, hitting the ground Monday is a challenge for us. Because, so much happens on Thursday and Friday. And then we're sort of like, well, some of this we got to kick to Monday. And by the time Monday arrives, some people just don't care. They're like, yeah, I'm not seeing the I thought we were going to have a lot more of our From Boys responding to this today. I'm not seeing any of the From Boys today. I'm not seeing our usual FromSoft audience. I thought we were going to be able to get some good input from them today on what they think and mechanical overlay. Because, like, a lot of people when this first came out were drawing tons of comparisons to Bloodborne, and I was wanting to hear from those guys today. Like, what do you think? Do you think this game is too much like Bloodborne? I see more similarities to Sekiro than Bloodborne, but I haven't played Bloodborne, so I was wanting to rely on the From Software fan base to, like, maybe speak into the level of similarity between this and Bloodborne. It's highly dependent. Waiting on someone to tell me 45 is halfway. This isn't Bloodborne. Fake wannabe Bloodborne. As a FromSoft fanboy, I only play games directed by Miyazaki. I feel like you're missing out. Because, man, oh man, Thymesia is really fun. The same since the average PC is much... Oh, you guys are still talking about Steam Deck. Every game looks like Souls games these days. I don't agree with that at all. There are games embracing the genre, but I don't think lots of games are coming out looking like Souls games. I'm interested in the coverage of any Souls-like, but the aesthetic of this one doesn't really do it for me. Is it because of the everything's mechanical? Feels like a blend of Bloodborne, BioShock, and American McGee's Alice to me. Enough to keep me interested. I love the whole take on Pinocchio and, you know, Geppetto making all these different things that you have to fight. We're talking about 40 FPS starting to become a more mainstream thing. Average PC is much more powerful than a current gen console. No way. Well, when they say current gen, are they referring to a PS5 and an Xbox Series X? Because if that's true, actually no. I think the average PC is weaker because if you look at the actual hardware reports from Steam, the way he talks to NPCs is Bloodborne's way. Wasn't until after 20 years of Bungie games I started to really enjoy other devs' gaming experiences. So glad I stopped limiting my fun. Yeah, I think some people do that. They limit that reach of what they might possibly engage with and try out. The article says they don't know why. I know why. Resident Evil season canceled after just one season. Average PC is like a Series S. Yeah, if you look at the actual reports, like the hardware reports, a lot of the games out there, a lot of the gaming rigs out there, they're actually not that strong. They're pretty weak. Pretty low end, actually. As a Bloodborne player, the blocking mechanic as a means to gain health is something I would have to get used to. That and the constant checking of your weapon stats to make sure it doesn't break. We don't know if that's a durability though thing. I don't think it's a durability thing. I think it's a sharpness dullness thing. Because he sharpens it. He doesn't like reinforce it and strengthen it. Like I know that we're not going to go for realism here, but I don't think you would establish a system of like durability, and the way you counteract durability is with a sharpener. That doesn't make any sense. Unless they wanted him to be able to do it on the go. Obviously, he can't get out like an anvil and a forge and like strengthen the steel on the go. So a sharpener maybe makes more sense for an on-the-go item or something. But I don't necessarily know if it's going to be a durability thing where, oh yeah, your thing lost its durability and it broke. I think it'll lose its potency and effectiveness if you're not paying attention to how sharp your blade is. Which again, I think kind of makes sense in the atmosphere. You're constantly beating up metal mechanical bodies, so your blade would naturally just get dull. Which is better, Thymesia or Mortal Shell? I didn't like Mortal Shell at all. I liked Thymesia. Thymesia is one of the first times I played a Souls-like and then played it off stream and had fun playing off stream. I really enjoyed Thymesia. There was something about it that just kind of hooked me. You know, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was mechanics. I just I felt fresh. I don't know. The motion blur was a little annoying, the fact that they didn't let you turn off the motion blur on console, but I got over that. You loved Mortal Shell? I just couldn't get into it. It felt, there was something super clunky about it. Steel Rising felt the same way. Like, if you're going to put me into a Souls-like game and the enemies have all this fluidity and speed and I feel like I don't, man, frick your game. I don't want to play a game like that. I can't stand feeling like I'm moving through wet cement and I feel like all of my movement is like really truncated and clunky, and all their movement, they look like a butterfly in a John Woo movie. It's like, my gosh, you look like you're just flourishing and flurrying all over the place. And everything I do is like slow and muddy. I don't know. Was it worth $30 lengthwise? I didn't beat it, Metanoia, but a lot of people said they felt like Timesia was worth $30 for the length of the game. So I'm quoting others when I say that. I still haven't finished it, but I like I said, I was enjoying it. I almost never go and play games off stream unless I'm playing with my kids or my wife. So like just yesterday I was playing some Returnal and then some Tiny Tina Wonderlands with my wife. And I was playing Timesia off stream just for the fun of it. It just, I don't know. Timesia's got a good feel. Souls games feel like that to me. I'm much more of a hack and slash kind of guy, although I did enjoy Fallen Order. Fallen Order is like the entrance point to Souls games. If you can enjoy Fallen Order, you might enjoy Souls games, but if you don't enjoy Souls games, Fallen Order can give you a taste. It's not a Souls game, but it gives you a taste of every fight matters, every enemy can bash your head in. Lies of P will be used by FromSoft fans as something to play waiting for Bloodborne remake or sequel. Based off the video, it seems Lies of P is a little slower and will focus on story more. I feel like it feels more like an action RPG with the size of the enemies, but then the combat does feel very punishing. The combat is 100% Souls. Like that guy, responded to him healing, and the way that the quick telegraph fake out there, and the right jab being faster than the left. And so you're having a hard time gauging when to dodge and when to block. Once I got the good shells, I was cooking. Oh, in Mortal Shell? Yeah, there was just something about Mortal Shell that I didn't enjoy. I couldn't figure out what it was. It I don't know, it had that slow, sluggish thing that, I don't know, it's a turnoff for me. Also, early game could play a lot faster in the late game. If I had to pick one, Lies of P most resembles Bloodborne in my eyes. I think people are just conflating the arm gadgets with Sekiro, and that's stuck in their head. No, since the beginning, Lies of P has been mostly compared to Bloodborne, to the point that they said they actually were inspired by the other games more than Bloodborne. The setting and like the movement in the city is 100% Bloodborne, but I think the fighting is a lot more Sekiro and Souls inspired. No, I have not played Neo. Gonna have to try Timesia. I'm going through a Souls phase from a guy who's never played them. If you want a sample of the combat being like really, really, really tough in just like the open world areas, the first video is of a guy who clearly is having a hard time, and the areas are tough. I mean, he gets beat up. There's a lot of range. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of fire. There's dot damage. The one guy literally puts I guess like oil on him, and then he takes increased damage from the fire. I'm about to try it. I already read that. Fighting looks like Bloodborne. Bloodborne light to me as well. Maybe that's just me. I played the whole Mortal Shell as the first shell. In my opinion, the first shell is the most dynamic. I think I own Dark Souls 2. Might give it a bash. Dark Souls 2 is one of the ones that supposedly can be the most annoying. I'm basing that off of fans' feedback over the years. Apparently, Dark Souls 2 can be the most annoying. How many members so you can play Bloodborne and Neo? Well, if we get enough tier 2 members, I was going to do a new segment where you guys can suggest hard games and I'll play them and record them and just like upload them on the weekends. We need like 30 people to upgrade from tier 1 to tier 2. If we're not at 100 tier 2 members, I'm not doing it. Like, I need to know that there's demand for that if I'm going to take the time to do it. It also is pretty justifiable, right? When that many people upgrade to tier 2, that's a really good, you know, that's a really good ground. We used to have a lot more VIPs, which that's what we originally called it. And the tier 2 draw is just not working right now. Because, like, we did Jackbox on Friday, and you get guaranteed spot, and it was like the same 6 people all night. Now, I do think what was happening with Destiny on Friday is one of the reasons Friday was, like, a really weird day for us. Like, it was the lightest Friday night we'd had in a long time. Usually, community game night's a pretty good turnout. Jackbox is anybody can play, and the turnout was really, really weak. I was like, all right, maybe it was Destiny. You know, I like to analyze what people respond to, especially when we're doing like member stuff, like a members night or a members community game night. I like to analyze like what people respond to, and Jackbox didn't get a good response. And again, it could have been just pure happenstance that like everybody was playing, you know, the new raid or watching the new raid. So tried to make a Lord of the Rings joke earlier, didn't land. I didn't catch it. 400,000 players attempted day 1. Yeah, and listen, I completely forgot about that game because it's just off my radar. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had a short video hit 60,000 views on Friday. We did 3 shows. We had a great turnout. We had great content. And somebody like brought that up, and I was like, oh. I was like, that's today? Like, I'm 100%. Like, I used to say that to kind of posture, but like, I genuinely am just not paying attention to that gamer community anymore. So then Friday night happened, and then the next day I was like, man, what a bummer. And then I was like, oh. I was like, I bet everybody was checking that out, you know. Authority is not given to you to deny the return of the king. Yeah. First time you forgot your ex-wife's birthday. Right. I have 3 words for Jackbook on Friday night. Wet, hot, and satisfying. Neo Collection is definitely a good purchase. I would avoid the endgame stuff. Neo 1, though, and focus doing Neo 2. Endgame is the same. Both, but Neo 2 improves on 1. Game in 10th. Sure, I can't be here Friday nights. No, I get that Friday nights doesn't work for everybody. I just thought Jackbox and Community Game Night would be a bigger draw. I just forgot. I didn't forget. I actually didn't know that was happening. I just have not paid attention to that game in a long time. It's greatly improved too. It sucks you can't experience. I actually don't care. I felt no nostalgia when I looked at the pictures. I thought, man, it looks cartoony now. It doesn't look quite the same, and just didn't even feel a single string of a heart tug. I was like, cool. And just went on with my day doing our thing, getting stuff ready and planning and booking shows. I was just, I don't know. There's a part of me that honestly feels like I'm glad I don't have to do that, you know, dedicate a whole weekend to that. And I just, yeah. Like, with 0 attempts to posture and look unfazed. Like, I genuinely am like, I just don't care. You know? There was a time where I cared a whole lot more, and I was like, oh, man, I'm going to miss out, and oh, man, such and such this and such that. And now I'm just like, just don't care. Only problem with Neo 1 and 2 is that there's a build you can make, and basically you can cheese everything. That's always the dilemma with builds. I think that's one of the dilemmas with Elden Ring, is that you can build your way around the game, and you can't do that in Sekiro. You can't. Like, you can't build your way out of a fight, like Genichiro or Ishin or however you're supposed to say it. You can't build your way out of that. It's you either do it or you don't. That's it. Mortal Shell just felt off when I tried it, says Akuta Papa. Not sure, but I just didn't like it. It was almost like another third-party Souls-like game that I put down. It just doesn't feel right. That was why I put down Steel Rising. There's some, it's just, it's almost intangible. You can't really describe it. You're like, yeah, camera's a little wonky. And it's like, well, yeah, the camera's wonky in Dark Souls 3, and Sekiro, the camera can get wonky. Sure. But I don't know. There was something ground level that felt good in Sekiro and Dark Souls 3. And in Steel Rising and in Mortal Shell, I was like, there is something baked into the crust here that I can't put my finger on, but I don't like it. Do you know what I mean? I just don't like it. I could pinpoint the things that were irritating me, but there was also something beneath the surface that I couldn't really tell you why Steel Rising didn't feel right or why Mortal Shell didn't feel right. It's just intangible. No, I actually never tried the Surge games. I kind of wanted to, and I just never did. You know? It just... we were trying to go through a series where we were going to be playing like Souls games and Souls-like games on Friday, and it just, I don't know, it just didn't work the way we wanted it to. And I have people theorizing that we took too long of a break or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, man. If the FromSoft boys are that tenuous in their loyalty, then I'm not going to dedicate a day of the week to them. Like heartfelt. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's heartfelt. It's like, if y'all are going to bail that quickly, then I'm not dedicating a day of the week to you. It's like 6 months. 6 months of From Friday. We took a 2-week break because of all the stuff happening in the summer with Summer Games Fest. And when we came back, it was almost like we weren't even, it was like nobody cared. And it's like, that's fine. That's fine. I've got other things and other kind of content I'd like to do. To be quite honest, there were times where From Friday kind of hurt us because it was like, oh man, I'd love to cover this story, but it doesn't really fit. Or, oh, I'd really love to play this game, but it doesn't really fit. There's too many games coming out that land on Friday to dedicate a day of the week to that. And it would have only been justifiable if it would have gotten consistent support, and it just didn't. And all it took was a 2-week break, and some guy was like, yeah, you just took a 2-week break. I was like, yeah, and then I came back and did it 3 weeks in a row, and it did nothing but decline on me. So it's like, no. If your loyalty as a community is that thin, then you're not getting a day of the week. I got too much to do. I got too much content to make, man. FromSoft is close to finishing development of another game. Yeah, it's going to be Armored Core. They said their next game was Armored Core, and we covered the leaks a while back. So yeah, the next FromSoft From Software game is going to be Armored Core. They all but confirmed that it was Armored Core. They haven't said it, but they confirmed in an interview that the next game they were building was Armored Core. There was the leaks. Then there was the interview with Miyazaki saying they really want to build a live service game. And it's like, a lot of people think the best game from a FromSoft standpoint, from a FromSoft, like, encyclopedia of games, they're like, yeah, one of the best games for live service is Armored Core. I didn't like Remnant of the Ashes. Yeah, Remnant of the Ashes just felt real, it just felt like a sloppy game to me. It felt like a AA instead of a AAA. It felt like a AA kind of a sloppy game. Need to reel it in, the Bloodborne rumors, and you just reminded me Armored Core should be within the next year. Yeah. But still, maintenance on Bloodborne is interesting with the Sony showcase around the corner. It is interesting. At the very least, it could mean something. As simple as a free update, you know. Maybe they experimented with trying to port, or maybe not port, but push out a free, 60 FPS update or something. Remnant was legit. I couldn't get into it. It just felt messy and sloppy. Hey, somebody ordered some coffee like 20 minutes ago. My man Aaron getting a bag of dark roast. Thank you, sir. And thank you to everybody who generously gave to. I was half joking, half serious. I mean, I would actually love to do that, for my evening relaxing and gaming sessions with my wife. But a bunch of you were generous and gave, $95 goofing around through Super Chat. So for those of you that did the Super Chat, gifts, if that's an ongoing thing, it's an ongoing thing. I will do that. I will do what I said I would do. I was like, listen, if we if we get enough, I'll buy a TV for my wife, put it on that side of the living room so we can keep playing games and she doesn't have to play on an old 720 plasma. So for those of you that did that, just know I'm actually going to honor that. I'm not going to ignore what I said and not do that. It doesn't have to happen today. We were, like I said, I was half joking, half serious. But I appreciated the people that did it. Jose and Sorcerer and Akuda Papa did it for a joke, I think. I'm counting it. I'm counting that one. Save it for the tomahawk and ketchup? No, I'm not doing that anytime soon. Tomahawk and ketchup, another steak and ketchup is for 2,000. Oh, no, 2,500. 2,500 members is the steak and ketchup milestone. This is going to be the way of the Badger Fund, isn't it? Yeah. You have a 720 in the gym? I'm going to try to commandeer the 720 and put it behind me in the studio and use it for stuff. Get like a stand on wheels and be able to like roll it into the scene. Yeah. That's what we're talking about, Fuzzy. It's probably Armored Core. Remnant's rough, but it's worth the price. It wasn't that Remnant was bad. It just felt messy and sloppy, and I just wasn't enjoying my time. I don't know. It felt like I was playing an indie title, and not in like, I'm not being mean and saying it was like super bad. Remnant's messy and sloppy. The amount of times I've died because bad controls or something else. Still a fun game with some merits in the gun and swordplay, but yeah, it's a AA to AA.5 game. Yeah, it just doesn't feel. I will play indies. I will play non-AAA titles. I totally will. But that one just felt like it just wasn't worth the time. I didn't like it. Yeah, from 4 days ago, there's 25 minutes of High on Life as well. Yeah, there's so many games that we need that reaction channel for. You know what I mean? So many games. Yeah, I am not about to drop $500 on. I'm not about to drop $500 on the Steam Deck. Not doing it. That's way too expensive. Souls games, just like people prefer Axe, they're cool, but they ain't majority. What do you mean, prefer Axe? You need to get the old school cart like in grade school, strap the TV. Yeah, the big plastic cart where they would strap the TV. You have to play Gris just for yourself, not for the channel. Especially on the big screen in the living room barrier. Oh gosh, it'd probably be amazing out there. That Gris game is lovely. Why is Armored Core a good game? Could you describe it? Oh, I actually don't know why it's a good game. I've never played it. What I was saying is that Armored Core is apparently a really good fit for live service, is what I was told by people who have played it before. That's what they've said. They're like, yeah, it's a great game for folks who enjoy or folks looking for a live service game. They're like, Armored Core will probably be the best fit, because Miyazaki said they wanted to ease into a live service game, and for a while I thought they were going to try and do live service with Elden Ring. Yeah, it's a mech game, and apparently, people love it. It's got a good history with FromSoft. People like it. The Steam Deck is going to be a generational product. They just talked about it somewhere. I won't touch it until Gen 3 or 4. Right. Looking forward to the gameplay of Lords of the Fall whenever that happens. Hopefully it ships 2023. One of the best, if not best, mech series. It's perfect for live services, Eugene. If you like mechs, Armored Core is a classic mech shooter strategy game. You'd probably cry if you played it on the big screen. It's so beautiful. That puzzle game that Madam and I played was so cool, Barrier. I kind of want to go back and play it after I've not had a couple drinks, because some of it was probably a little bit more obvious. I think it's a little bit hard when you get like that. You know what I'm saying? You're coming off of a couple beer buzz, and you're like, I couldn't make sense of some of it. And it's supposedly, I'm imagining it's harder as you go. But I was like trying to figure out some of those puzzles, and I was like, bro, I am not seeing it. Time for Star Siege Tribes to return. If you guys have enjoyed today's coverage, we did 2 shows very similar back to back, like breaking down and looking at gameplay. And so this and the Forspoken stream are a little similar. I don't like always doing this, but we felt these were the 2 like most interesting games for me personally. Like I was like, I can talk about Lies of P and Forspoken and actually I was actually interested. It was like I didn't want to not talk about this gameplay. Does that make sense? It hit last week. We didn't really have a chance to cover it last week, and I was like, I still want to be able to talk about it because like I feel we kind of missed it because we were covering other things. So the reason we're doing these 2 shows on the same day is literally because I wanted to. It's like I really am interested in both of these games. I've been watching both of these games very closely, and I didn't want to have like a week go by and people be like, man, it would have been really fun to talk about Lies of P and Forspoken. And I'd have been like, you're right. It would have been really fun. So we appreciate you guys tuning in. If you've enjoyed the coverage, make sure and hit the like button and make sure and go back and check out the Forspoken stream if you missed it. People accuse me of being, nitpicky, but it's a Sony limited time exclusive. It's not a Sony title, but it's a Sony limited time exclusive with a lot of Sony marketing attached to it. And I just have lots of concerns about it. And I feel like Lies of P is going to end up being one of my favorites. That's just my gut instinct, is that I'm going to absolutely love Lies of P compared to how I feel about the other FromSoft games that I've played. Snagged a PS5 today. Ragnarok, here I come. There you go. I'm not a huge fan of Souls or a Souls-like person, but my wife got Elden Ring, and so if that goes well, I may try Lies of P. Kudos for doing what interests you. I think you've earned it. Yeah, there were definitely other things we probably could have run today, but I was like, no, man, I don't want to sleep on these 2 gameplay debuts they did, especially with Lies of P, because they released so much more gameplay. I was like, man, I really want to break that down with the audience. That'll be fun. That's another reason why we really want to get we really want to get the reaction channel going, so that and hopefully you guys like it, and hopefully you guys feel like it's content worth consuming, like when I'm not live, because I do think that's just going to be a great opportunity to feel like, okay, we only have so many days in a week, and I really want to make sure and commentate on this particular game or this particular trailer, and that'll give me that outlet and that ability, And then you'll be able to consume my thoughts in a 10 to 20 minute video instead of it having to be like what we're doing now is we're like, oh, it's a 2-hour long conversation. Sometimes gameplay's, it's hard to do that with gameplay. Because what was that game, Atlas Fallen? I'd have loved to have been able to do a reaction to that video, but we can't do a talk show about it, right? Because it just wouldn't sustain conversation because it's too new and too unknown. But I still want to have that outlet and be like, oh man, I want to give my thoughts on this. I want to get my thoughts on that. Like, that looks really cool. So hopefully we can do that very soon for you guys, so you can get the best of both worlds. The spicy topics and opinions and things that I'm really passionate about and want to talk about. But also, hey man, I wonder what he thought about that trailer. Guess what? We'll have a channel for that, We hope the internet likes it. He's just being nice because you're here. Well, I actually wish we would have been able to jump on this a little bit quicker. I do. I think we would have had maybe a little bit more interest. It's hard when the trailers and the gameplay do a 3 or 4 day run, and then we're trying to jump in and talk about it. We're a little late. We're late to the party. But the fact that we had the turnout we did means we have a pretty awesome audience. It's like, this is 4 days old, but I want to know what Lono thinks, so that's pretty cool, What does shell mean? Yeah, it's just a meme about shill. Yeah. Somebody came in and said I was being a Sony shell. I just feel like any Sony announcements will be buried under Disney game announcements. Maybe. Wolong would be a great breakdown today. Yeah, that's another one. That like I just haven't had time for. I've just been too busy. What are the perks of being a member, loving the content? We do a daily member stream. Like every time we end the day, we end with a member stream. Every Friday night is a member stream where I play video games with my wife. As a member, you can suggest games for Friday night, and if we think they're a good pick, we'll play them. I let Tier 2 members vote on that. And then once a month, that Friday night stream is a community game night. So trailers are not going to stop coming out. Yeah, trailers are just going to keep coming and coming and coming and coming. And I can't do a show on a trailer. Sometimes I can. But sometimes it's like, this is a 20-minute dunker. Like, just talk about it, react to it, kick it out. You know what I mean? I can't do a 2-hour-long show about every trailer that comes out. So we're going to want to provide ourselves with that outlet. And the hope would be that you guys would then be able to get such a great smattering of content. You know, first looks on the First Look channel. You know, if you're interested and want to see something, really, really quick news updates on the Updates channel, really great live interactive content here, and then a channel where we can just react to trailers and gameplay, even react to videos. You know, maybe Asmongold or somebody does a really controversial video or a hot take and we want to react to it, you know, as long as it's gaming oriented. What month did God of War 2018 release? Is Ragnarok releasing too late for Game of the Year? Will recency bias help? Ragnarok is releasing early enough for Game of the Year contention. November the 9th is early enough. Typical cutoff for Game of the Year contention for Game Awards is November 15th through the 19th. So basically, the midway through November is roughly when you have to be out prior to that. And God of War Ragnarok will be out about 6 days prior to the middle of November. So it will be in contention. And it will make a run for Game of the Year, no doubt. I think it's Elden Ring's year to lose, but Ragnarok will have a couple things in its corner. You named one of those things, recency bias. The other thing that will help it is it'll be a lot more narrative and character-driven, which is more memorable and sometimes can really make a person connect with the game a whole lot more. Elden Ring's story is a little weird and tenuous and hard to deduce sometimes. A lot of quest lines that you can't even really track or figure out where to go. Some quest lines end and you didn't even mean to end them. God of War Ragnarok will also have completion bias. I think a lot of people will complete it, and they'll complete it more exhaustively because they can turn the difficulty down. I think it's difficult to complete a game like Elden Ring exhaustively your first run through because it's so massive. So I think Ragnarok could potentially kind of steal it at the last minute. Stray, no, I think Stray will get a nomination, but I don't think Stray will actually win for Game of the Year. Stray will probably walk away with 2 or 3 awards, but they won't take Game of the Year. Stray will take a couple breakout awards, like Indie, Art Design, breakout title of the year and stuff like that. It really took the world by storm for like a solid 2 weeks. Blue Blur for the win. No, Sonic Frontiers is probably going to get shredded. I don't think that game's going to be praised all that well. I think it'll be commercially successful, but I do not think it'll be received very well within the review world. A shared cinematic narrative experience is hard to overcome. It really is. It really is. And especially coming from the last game and the boy and the getting older and everything. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to compete with God of War. I think it's basically between those two titles. Forbidden West will probably win 1 or 2 as well. Depending on the category. I don't think Forbidden West has a shot for Game of the Year. I think it's good, but it's not going to reach the greatness of Ragnarok. It's good, and it doesn't quite do open world as well as Elden Ring did. So that is I think that's kind of going to be how it all breaks down, how it splits. Where's the gameplay trailer for Ragnarok, though? All these Hogwarts and Forspoken trailers and no God of War makes me sad. Warpath, the going theory is that this week Last of Us remake lands, and once they're done doing that, we'll probably get a state of play next week or the week after, fully dedicated to gameplay reveal and breakdown of Ragnarok. There's probably a Sony state of play, and it's likely going to be on the 8th. My theory is September the 8th is a Ragnarok state of play. They want to get The Last of Us out the door. Somebody floated that the other day. They said they don't want to step on Last of Us marketing. I think it might have been Eugene, and somebody else said something similar. Like they like to do things kind of one at a time if it's their own property. So yes, they're promoting Hogwarts, and yes, they put out Forspoken trailers, but that's not their property, right? They have exclusivity deals with those titles. Forspoken's a 1-year exclusivity. There's some in-game cosmetics, and Hogwarts is probably going to have some in-game exclusivity because they already have the DualSense controller commercial, like trailer. But those aren't Sony property. So that's what we think. We think Last of Us lands this week. Once it gets its time in the sun, State of Play for Ragnarok is the following week. And that's when we really get a gameplay breakdown. All the people that are like, it's DLC or it hasn't changed enough, I'm imagining they'll be very quiet. In about 2 weeks, they'll have nothing to say. Because the evidence will be clear that they've done a lot of work to bring the game forward. And I say that just with what we saw in 2018. I'm anticipating we'll see that same amount of love, investment, and advancement in the next title. So, I have her song set as my alarm. If you know their heartstring, check out Spiritfarer. Yeah, Spiritfarer is made by the same people who made Sundered, which I thought was a big shift from going from Sundered to Spiritfarer. That's by Lotus. I got to interview them at E3, and I said while people were waiting for Spiritfarer to check out Sundered, just give me the Chaos Blades from the start, and I'm happy. So weird. I think Ragnarok will be the main focus, but I also think we get more than just Ragnarok. Oh, they also made Jotun. That's right. Jotun. I just didn't like Jotun. I didn't. I wanted to like it, and I just did not like it. Is that how Sony normally does it? This seems different from their normal process. Makes me nervous. No, it's pretty normal for them to not promote something until the other thing is out. They did that with Forbidden West. September is not a State of Play. It's their yearly showcase. Way more than just Ragnarok. Oh, it's a yearly showcase. Oh. So it's not just a monthly State of Play. Okay. No one likes Jotun? Yeah, I don't know if I'd want Chaos Blades from the beginning. It's the big one. Okay. I don't know if I would want Chaos Blades from the beginning. I see, that's one of the hard things about a game like that is, do you start the player off with a bunch of the stuff from the previous game, or do you kind of make us rebuild again? You know what I mean? Like, how are they going to start Spider-Man 2, you know? How are you going to start those games? Like, expect Spider-Man and Wolverine. Devs confirm exclusive PlayStation content for Hogwarts Legacy. Got another one. I got another one. I'm getting pretty good at predictions outside of Destiny. That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's see. What do they say exactly? What do they say? No. Folks eager to purchase the game became confused about which version to purchase to get specific bonuses. There are 4 variants of the game you can pre-order. Thankfully, they clarified pre-order bonuses this week in a series of tweets. Pre-order bonuses, exclusive content. PlayStation owners will get exclusive Hogwarts Legacy content, specifically the Felix Felicis potion recipe, as well as an exclusive quest. Dang, that's more than I predicted. I said you're going to get some exclusive cosmetics. They're literally going to give you an exclusive quest. Dang. The developers did not name the exclusive quest for PS4 and PS5 players, but it's confirmed that it will not be a pre-order bonus. Also, more PlayStation exclusive content will be revealed as we get closer. So there's more than just that. There's more than just that. I told y'all. That is exactly why if Sony starts marketing a game and starts promoting a game, it makes perfectly good sense why they would say we don't want this on Game Pass. Right? You know? Yeah, okay, creature, okay. Regarding not stepping on toes, says Eugene, they hardly promoted Gran Turismo 7 at all before Horizon Forbidden West. We got some small stuff, but not much. Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember that, but that makes sense to me. It's like we're gonna do it in pieces. You know what I mean? Hi, Lono. Hope you're doing good. Enjoy your streams very much from the UK. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Let me check on the members here. Let's see where we are right now. Ooh, we're about to fall below 1,000 members. 1,082. Gosh, that's the lowest we've been in a while, and I'm not on vacation, chat. I'm not on vacation. It was just the weekend. Holy moly. We dropped from like 1,300 to we're barely in the thousands. We're going to have a bounce back week, chat. We're going to have a bounce back week. 1,000. 1,000's like the minimum for Cam on Friday night when we're playing with Madam and playing games. I wouldn't buy it at launch if I was an Xbox customer, says somebody. I'm not down for that type of exclusive content, even if they put the marketing money into it. What happened a month ago this time? I don't know. Probably a bunch of gifteds. Right? That's always the challenge with gifteds. That's always the challenge. You hope those people come back next month, and then you hope they say, oh man, I lost my badge. I'm not getting access to members content. I need to jump back in. That's what you hope, is that like slowly those folks convert so that we don't have those drops are just a little less painful. You know what I mean? Like I've been trying to tell people, look, if you dig the content, if you dig all the member stuff, man, jump back in for the $5. So that way these really generous gifters can you know, expose that to the content in the community to some new people, you know? I know some people can't afford it, and that's totally fine. That's why I'm like, listen, if you can do it, get committed, jump in, become a part of what we're doing here. We'd really like to get the membership floor up to 2,000, and it's looking like it's still around 1,000 to 1,200. It's not cool. Nobody wants to pay full price for less. Like, to me, it's just business for a company to latch onto a game and say, listen, we're going to spend our marketing dollars, we're going to spend our platform and money, and we're going to invest. And when we do this, we want to get perks and benefits, you know? Like, it would be like a third-party game launching, okay? And I have to buy it on the PlayStation, and then you get it for free on Game Pass. Well, that's kind of lame. You know, it's not really fair. They don't have to buy it. Well, yeah, the Microsoft paid for that privilege to be afforded to their consumer base, you know? We got to save this debate for tomorrow. This is probably going to be our lead topic tomorrow. I heard every update, it's getting better and better. I played with the wheel since my G27 doesn't work from PS5 without hacking too much stuff together. Gyro is interesting. Are you talking? Are they slowly fixing Gran Turismo 7? Is that what you're saying? Are they slowly improving that game? Because that game got pretty ripped. Gran Turismo got pretty ripped up. It seemed like, from where I sat, it seemed like they kind of asked for it. You know? They kind of, they put their hand in the cookie jar and the lid got snapped shut on them. You know? My right as a consumer is to wait for the first sale. No emotions about it, though. Hogwarts coming to Game Pass? No. They're going to get some exclusive stuff. We'll talk about it tomorrow. They pulled some stuff with the micros. Yeah, the Gran Turismo 7 microtransaction situation was pretty wild. If you're tuning in for the Lies of P gameplay trailer, I broke down so much of the gameplay the first couple hours of the stream. We were just sort of just talking and shooting the bull as the talk show kind of continues on here. So if you're wanting my thoughts, you'll have to go back to the beginning for that. That's what I've been hearing. I've been intending to go back, but I haven't done so yet. This is coming from a huge Gran Turismo fan the last since the PlayStation 1 days. I'm not going to comment too much on Gran Turismo 7 controversy, but it was completely overblown, says Corey. Eugene says, I'm enjoying, and I can see it being a game I put a few hours into every month. They reversed all that. I was gonna say, even if it was, it seems like a game I would buy just for the extra content and support. Well, yeah, and if you pre-order, you get in early. So a lot of people were down with that. A lot of people were excited for that. Not that it's like going to be some kind of like crazy competitive game, but I do think that folks were anxiously wanting to dive in. It's, you know, like I said, we'll break it down, and we'll break it down more tomorrow. There's a lot to break down, because there's a lot of moving parts there that I'm sure is gonna frustrate people. You know, they're gonna feel that, and we'll have, I'm sure we'll have plenty of debate tomorrow about it. Have the economics of console gaming changed with time? That the industry economics need to be reset, reimagined? What does the gaming industry reset look like? I'm not sure what you mean. I'm going to buy Lies of P day one, even though I have PC Game Pass. I hope the developers of Lies of P have been taken care of. I really do. I hope the check from Microsoft is good enough that you know, because I actually think Lies of P will probably sell incredibly well on Steam and PlayStation. So they may have pulled off just an absolute banger of a strategy, because they have a game that appeals to the FromSoft fans, and the FromSoft fans, there's a large portion of that audience that's in the Asian market. Asian market heavily leans Sony. And there's a large portion of that market that plays PC, right? And they'll be getting the game on Steam. And you know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like it's probably a really, really good choice to take the route that they're taking. If it was just launching on Xbox, then yeah, I'd probably be a little bit worried. You know, I'd probably be a little bit worried. But it's hitting multiple platforms, and it's hitting platforms where they're probably going to get a pretty good amount of sales. You know, because I think the Sony market just instinctively, they spend money. You know? Japanese gamers are angry at Sony and going PC? What evidence do you have of that? I'm sure they did. Microsoft paid $500,000 for an irrelevant game. Yeah, I mean, Lies of P is landing on Game Pass day one. You gotta wonder what kind of money they got when that like super irrelevant cooking simulator got like $600,000. You know what I mean? You know? They gave $600,000 to Cooking Simulator. So you got to wonder what Lies of P got. Like, Lies of P's getting some heat. They're getting some attention. Wish every race wasn't rolling start. That's my main complaint. I feel like I have to use a car that's stronger than the others just to catch a rabbit. I've seen vids and articles about the Japanese consumers being upset with Sony over the price hikes as well. Yeah, but I mean, we debated that the other day. Like, that's just Japanese consumers being frustrated, and that's what do you want to do? Your currency's weak. The yen is weak. The globe is responding. Sorry. Like, everything's more expensive now over there. Oculus, Apple products. There are other tech companies in Japan that raise their prices. Like, everybody, like, yeah, I guarantee you Japanese consumers are upset. They're probably, everything they want to go buy is more expensive. And it probably freaking sucks. It's annoying. You know? I mean, we would feel the same way if the American currency was suddenly like crazy weaker than other currencies and everything we had to buy was more expensive. $50 more for a PlayStation. Bread, milk, eggs, gas, all that's more expensive. You know, going to the movies, everything. Like, you'd get annoyed. But like, going after a company, what in the world, what do you want them to do? We would be just as ticked, but it would also be just as irrational to like get angry at the companies doing it. Like they're responding to a reality that they literally have a legal obligation to respond to. Like, because I uploaded a short about that today, and some guy was like, "Yeah, you just sound like a Sony fanboy." And it's like, no, I sound like somebody who's actually educated on business. Like, you see everything through the lens of fanboyism. But just because you're not brand loyal to Kroger versus Walmart or Walmart versus Kroger, you're not out here waging some war against grocery companies responding to economic realities where prices go up. You know what I mean? I've been thinking about subbing, but I don't think it's clear what the perks are. I'm mostly interested in the video content. If it's you just playing games, I'm not interested. I'll gladly pay if it was just one more 2 to 3 hour show in the discussion debate type. Explosive Monkey, we end every day with a member stream where I'm typically just sitting and talking with the audience. It's usually an hour to 2 hours, not 2 to 3. The average members only, the average members only end of day show is me just hanging out talking with the audience. So you get an extra show all 5 days of the week. Friday night is me playing games with my wife, or once a month, that's community game night. So maybe we should be packaging our how we talk about membership a little bit cleaner, because I wonder if people think like, oh, if I become a member, it's just watching him play video games. And that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you convert? Most of the people that watch this channel for a radio show, podcast show, like highly interactive show, and it's like that's typically what you get in the final show of the day. Lono's one of the most chat interactive streamers out there. Most channels don't unless it's a super chat. A lot of more involvement here. I appreciate that. But is it just game night and Lono playing? No, that's only on Friday night. Monday through Friday, it's an extra talk show. We need to start saying that. His question is actually a good insight in the fact that maybe I'm not being clear about why somebody should become a member. You know what I mean? Here's the thing. We're a little careful with it because I don't want the day-to-day lurkers to feel like I'm suddenly being like stingy with the content. We do 10 shows a week for free, sometimes more. Somewhere between 10 and 15 shows a week for free. Because I do between 2 and 3 shows a day for nothing. No money involved. And then I do an extra talk show every day of the week. And then Friday nights when we're playing games. Sorry, people won't be around much on Monday and Wednesday school. No worries, Wheeze. 71 Joe Blogs just decided to become a member. Maybe this question. Thank you for asking the question, Explosive Monkey, because you may have exposed a weakness in my, I hate using this word. You may have exposed a weakness in my sales pitch to be like, hey, you should consider becoming a member. And if they're like, it sounds like he just plays games. Like, why do I want to pay for that? This is a talk show channel, right? 71 Joe Blogs, make sure you get in the Discord as well. That way you don't miss out on any of the extra content. So things like debating if loot boxes are bad, what games Lono thought were promising. Yeah. It's the can he not hear me? I feel like I'm answering his questions, but he's talking with Creature. The extra content is what you make it. Truly. Because once we're not in view of the public, people will ask me, like, what about this game? What about that game? You know what I mean? For the record, chat, he loves sales pitch. It was weakness that he hated. No. I hate thinking of it as a sales pitch. But, like, listen, I'm going to be real with y'all. I need a lot of the people that are here all the time to, if they can, If they can. If you can't afford it, then you might as well ignore what I'm about to say. Mute me if you cannot afford a membership. If you can afford a membership and you're here Monday through Friday, I need you to do it. Dead serious. If you're here Monday through Friday and you're like, yeah, I could throw $5 at this channel every month, I need you to do that. If you can't afford it, then just keep enjoying the content, smash the like button, be active in the chat. All of those things help out the channel. But if you're sitting there thinking, man, I'm here Monday through Friday, couple hours every day, easy, I'm always checking out the content, and you can throw a 5 spot at the channel and become a member, then I need you to do that. Because that lets the people who can't afford it, they're way more likely to get a gifted member when we do gifted memberships. You're freeing up that space. Does that make sense? Members get an extra show every weekday and an additional not safe for work Friday night show. Yeah. YouTube just needs to allow members only in the background on the phone if you're paying for YouTube Premium. You know what's funny, Akuta Papa? It works for some people and not for others, so it's some kind of a weird bug that they haven't figured out yet. Yeah, you should be drinking Reforge Roast. That's exactly right. You definitely should be drinking Reforge Roast coffee because you're watching Reforge Gaming. Because I love that we have like super generous gifted members. Like people that are gifting members, but that's what we need to see. You know what I mean? Hate that you're in that situation. Honestly, been around Axis, but have fallen on some hard times myself. Man, listen, Backwoods. I'm actually taking up for the people. I'm seriously taking up for the people that can't afford it by telling those that can to jump in. Because there are real generous people here that gift members, and someone like Backwoods Biscuit's way more likely to get a membership if a lot of folks are in the pool. Does that make sense? If a lot of folks are jumping in the pool, then someone like that's like, I'm having struggle rubbing nickels together right now, man. I am barely check to check. I don't want you to become a member. I want you to take care of yourself. And then hopefully a gifted membership push, you'd be able to snag one. That's my hope. Because we're moving in a fantastic direction. And I just want to see more of those loyal viewers getting to jump in and be a part of the members and getting to be a part of what we do here. So, usually around this time, I make a call and I say, hey, we're about to switch to the members-only talk show. And we can bring a bunch of people with us if we go on a gifted member train. So maybe Backwoods Biscuit can snag himself a membership. And then for the next 30 days, he gets to be a part of the action, right? He gets to be a part of all the extra stuff, right? So around now is a great time to do it, because if somebody is here right now, they're probably incredibly loyal to the channel. They're here. They made it all the way to the end of the day, right? We're 5 hours in. We do 5 to 6 hours of free content every single day before we go over to members only. Until I find out Disability cancels my funding, I'm safer with fun, sadly. It would mess up. No, that's what I'm saying. You guys don't even have to type that in the chat. Like I said, if you can't afford it, you just mute me when I make that call for members. It doesn't apply to you. It doesn't. I am wanting people to jump in so that when gifted members happen, y'all that can't afford it get one. Because that's what I want to see. Had to cancel on you as I'm currently employed. Only have wifey is working. There we go. See, Akuta Papa stepping up. This is what we want to see. Let's hope that Backwoods and Justice Fast Steven Seagal can get one. Let's see it. They're a little bit slower. Yo, it's good, Light Leap. How are you? Hope all is well over there for you and everything you've been doing. Still with the lady. Gifted memberships? Yeah, they launched gifted memberships in June. We've had them for 2 months. So yeah, guys, if you can click allow gifts right now, do it, because they went fast earlier. It took about 30 seconds, and then they all got grabbed. So hopefully that continues. If we don't see them all get grabbed, they do go to the most loyal viewers on the channel. That's a reason to be here every day. Some people are literally getting an email that's like, hey, you got a gifted membership, and it's because they're here all the time. I literally think some people get a gold star next to their name according to YouTube's like algorithm, and I think that's why sometimes the memberships go to people that aren't here, because they're literally like a gold star viewer. They're here every day. They just happen to not be in the channel when they get gifted. YouTube has to add gifting members to mobile so I can start gifting. Oh, for sure. I got the membership sorted, says Joe Blogs. I fired up on PC, so it's just the mobile app acting up. Okay, cool. Silent Warrior's going to do some. Hope you get one, Backwoods Biscuit. This is what we want to see right here. This is the community that we foster. These are the people that hang out here. Let's give it some time. Let's give these time to get claimed here. And let's hope it can be some of the homies that are in chat right now. Oh, Light Leap's going to do 10. Oh, my gosh. We have 25 right now that need to be claimed. They're all stacked up. Earlier, it took about a minute, and then all of a sudden, all 10 got claimed. Right now, it's taken a little bit longer, which, again, we think that's because the super hyper-loyal people are potentially getting emails right now. That's what I'm thinking. Because that's 25, and let me see what it did to the member count. Because we actually checked the member count, and it increased the member count, and it went to members, but sometimes it does it literally as an email. Gifted memberships were first, then shorts. Next is incorporating live streams into the algorithm. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully. That'll be huge for us. Yeah, so currently the member count has not moved because I don't think any's been claimed yet. So we'll give it some time here to see if we can't get them claimed so people can come over with us into the members only talk show that we end every day with. I'm not gifting until I can choose who it goes to. Yeah, I know, Eugene, because, yeah, we end up with people that are literally getting banned who have joysticks because they're here all the time and they're just a douche, and then all of a sudden we got to get rid of them because they're just being nasty. Thank you. Still with the lady. This is the one, I'm sure of it. Been 14 months now. Feels like the first day. Still been great. 14 months is a long time. All these gifteds. I'm tempted to cancel my membership and get one for free. I'm on Luckers. It's okay, fellas. Keep hanging. Keep hanging. Backwoods, did you click the allow gifts button? Guys, if you can hear my voice. There you go. Justice Fat Seagal got one from Light Leap. But Light Leap was the second one to gift. Akuta Papa did it first. So see, it's really, really random. When we first started doing this, they would immediately all get claimed, and I think it was just quite literally we didn't have nearly the number of members that we have now. I didn't have it clicked the first time. Okay, let's see if we can't get this to happen then. I had to turn it off and back on. It might be glitched. Turn it back off, then on again, chat. Guys, if you can hear my voice, Justice Seagal is saying he turned it off and back on again. Raw Gameplay just got one from White Light Leap. What do you mean exactly? Did you click don't allow gifts and then you clicked it again? Is that what you did? Is there the option to say I don't want it and then you opted back in? Yeah, I'm not sure how to turn it off. Yeah, I don't know either, Camille. He's saying yes. So Camille, can you click on them and opt out, and then opt back in again? Is that an option in the chat for you? Anybody that can hear my voice, try that. See if there's a way to do that. Right in the browser. Yeah, Camille's always here. How does Camille not have one? Raw Gameplay says that's what I just did. Like Camille and Ketchup, I would gladly gift to. Justice says click join, press the 3 dots in the corner, and click allow gifted memberships. All right, hang on a second. Let me try and show this off on stream. Give me a second to change my account. Explosive Monkey just did one all on his own. Krebsy just got one. Dark Rops just got one. Sean got one. Cool Coben just got one. I think we might have figured out how to frickin' fix it. I think that's how you fix it. The instructions that Steven Seagal just put in chat. Yeah, there we go. Just an old gamer, Vinny, Camille. Oh my gosh! That's the fix! That's the fix! You just have to toggle it. I was like, why are people not getting them? I'm trying to see. Discount funded by YouTube. This one-time offer is personalized and time limited. They're giving me a one-time promo 20% discount on a membership right now. You guys that are trying to get a membership, click join and see if you can do it. Okay, I figured it out. I figured it out. Let me show you guys how to do it. You ready? Okay, here you go. Pacey Gorilla, Dylan, DeForest. Shouldn't have told on yourself. Well, then use it. Why would I become a member on my own channel? It's my personal account. All right, this is what you do. You click the $sign. All right? You click become a member. Or you just click join. All right? There's 3 dots up here. You click those 3 dots. You go to gift settings. And then you toggle this on. There's a switch right here. You toggle it on. That's all you got to do. All right? I'm toggling it back off because I don't want one. I don't want one in my own channel. Pacey Gorilla got one. Dylan got one. DeForest Smith got one. Camille. Vinny. Just an old gamer. Sean. Cool Picks Cobain. Darks. Krebsy. Everybody do that. I got it to work on mobile. Got it instantly. Show it again. All right. Here we go. You click join. See the join button? Or it's the $symbol at the bottom of chat, and then you click membership. Whether you click join or you click membership, this will pop up. Now check and see if you get this promo. I'm getting some promo. There we go. Jaleel got one. Jeraria got one. Bowl of Ketchup. Backwoods Biscuit got one. This is it. This is how we get people. This is how we get the run. Are you streaming your own stream? Wait, are you guys getting an echo? There shouldn't be an echo. I don't hear anything. I just hear the music. Why was we have to figure this stuff out on our own? Yeah, we couldn't figure out how to get people to become members. Yo, Fuzzy Dude hitting 10 months. Am I doing it right? This is totally a gifted thing. All right. I'm going to do it. Nope, no echo. All right, hang on a minute. Let me check member count now. Yeah, David Dory just got one. Rude Rogers just got one. All right, let me go to the member count. Yeah, we now have 1,100 members. It worked. It got us back up over 1,100. All right, I'm going to do it now. Well, wait, I want to make sure they've all been claimed. Because Akuta Papa did 10. There's 2. Light Leap did 10 as well. I see 5 for Light Leap. 3 for Akuta Papa. 6. 3 more for Akuta Papa. I feel like they've all been claimed. That's more than we're gifted. Well, no, we were at 182. We were at 182. 25 got gifted, and we're now at 1104. So we went up by 22. I think there's still 3 that haven't been claimed. So here's how you claim them. Click the $sign and click on membership, or click on join. Membership and join will bring up this menu. You click the 3 dots and you go to gift settings and then allow gifts on this channel. Adcom allow gifts. You need to click on join and then the 3 dots at the top. Gifting options. Click on join. 3 dots at the top. And it's what is it? Gift settings. What is it? Allow gifts on this channel. Click join. 3 dots at the top. Gift settings. Toggle allow gifts on this channel. Adcom allow gifts. Okay, we now have an allow gifts we now have an allow gifts command. All right, let me tell you something. Let's celebrate the fact that we got this fixed. Let's celebrate the fact that we got this fixed. I need more people to do that. Click that join button, okay? Click on the 3 dots. Click on the 3 dots. Gift settings, allow gifts on this channel, because I'm gonna throw some in the pool right now. Anybody else want to join me? Do it. I'm gonna throw 5 in the pool right now. Let's bring some people with us. Let's get these member numbers back up. We need some of those big member days again, man. It's hard to have big member days when, like, you're not seeing them in the chat. The hype's not there, right? We need that hype back. We need that hype back. I got 5 more. Just 5? You can do better than that? I can't right now. I truly can't. I got to be careful. I can't hit that PayPal too many times. We got too much wrapped up with that PayPal account. Yeah, I'm trying to buy a TV for my wife. All right, right now, click join or click the $sign and click on membership. Click the 3 dots at the top, go to gift settings, and then click allow gifts. You're basically toggling it, and if it's already checked, turn it off and back on again. Toggle gifting off and then toggle it back on again. Use Madam's TV fund? Yeah, no. We need $200 more for Madam's TV fund. I promised you guys I would do that. If we get up to 300 total dollars gifted or donated, I will. I'll buy her a TV tonight. All right, let me show you guys again how to do this, because these ones aren't getting claimed. Just in case, okay? Oh, Gaming Fire got one. Okay, there's one of my 5. You got to click on join. You may also, right? You may also have to go here and click on membership, whichever one, right? Misery got one from Akuta Papa. Okay, so they're still going out. Click join. When you're on this screen here, you click the 3 dots, gift settings, and then allow gifts on this channel. Turn this on, okay? Now, if this is already turned on, turn it off, and then turn it back on again, right? Misery says that worked. Okay. This is a whole lot easier when, like, everybody just clicked allow gifts in the chat and the memberships just immediately got snagged. All right, there's 2 more of mine. There's 2 more of mine. That's 3 of my 5 gone. Only 2 left from me. I'm already subbed, so I can't see that option. Oh. Oh, it has to be a non-branded account. Yeah. I stepped away, sorry, but that worked immediately. Okay. We got 2 more. And then we gotta go to members only. I'm gonna schedule it right now. You don't have the gifted settings under the menu. You might be on a branded account. Branded accounts are funky, and you can't always take advantage of everything. There we go. Mine are gone now. Anthony and Sony Kent got them. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. That's all of them. So if anybody else wants to do another batch just to see if they get claimed by the people that are doing the instructions that we've given them, feel free. Feel free. Rule number 1 of anything tech related, turn it off and back on again. See, I never would have even thought to go and look for that as an option, like turning it off and back on again, because you know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that you could do that. I didn't even know that was an option to like click join and click the three dots. I had no idea. Or I would have told people to do it. I Am Melee is going to gift one. Let's see if somebody can grab this one right away. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Hey, man. Hey, every membership helps. Every single one. You always watch the YouTube rumors? I mean, we try to pay attention to all this stuff. And it was just like, why are they suddenly not going out? And then we had people come in that were like, I just got an email that I got a gifted membership. And I was like, what? I was like, well, that's cool. That's really cool that you're rewarding people that are that loyal. But that doesn't really do anything for the live environment, you know? Okay, Zybersword just gifted 5. Zybersword just gifted 5. Look, it might even look like this. Allow gifts. That might not work. This might not work. If you click that, it might not be the same as clicking join, going to the 3 dots, going to the gift settings, toggle it off and back on again. Because that allow gifts in the chat, that might not work. You might already be toggled to receive, and it's just glitched out, and you need to turn it off and back on again. So let's get these final 6 claimed, and then we'll get out of here. We'll go over to members only. Ooh. Oh, that was good. I've been a member since before gifting, so I've never seen the option anywhere with my account. All right, Melee's got grabbed by SAO Roxas. So now we just have 5 more to go. Let's get Zybers out the door, and then we'll get a move on here. This used to be more momentous. This used to be a lot more momentous. We'd be like, oh snap, like rattling names off of people, like come on over to the member stream. It's not nearly as momentous. They've got to fix this. They've got to fix this. This is like waiting for the bus to show up. It's like it should be here any minute. It's usually here by now. Yeah, it should be here. This is not quite as momentous as what it was in its infancy. We called it Operation Gray Name. Like, let's convert all the gray names to green. I guess we should call it Operation Green Name. Okay, there we go. Duke got one from Cyber. 4 left. 4 left. Clicking allow gifts might not work. You might have to click on the join button, click the 3 dots at the top, go to gift settings, and toggle it off and back on again. Yeah, I promise I don't usually have these problems. Exactly. It has all the markings of just performance issues. You're like, yeah, sorry, this usually doesn't happen. My membership expires on the 5th. I'm cutting expenses everywhere I can due to medical expenses and lost time at work. I understand, Dan. All right, Tina got one. 3 left. Can't do it in the UK. Can't seem to find the setting. I'll show you one more time how to do it on a browser. You can click the $sign here at the bottom of the chat, and you can click membership, it'll bring you to this menu. The other thing you can press is the join button. The join button will also pull up this menu. Then you click these 3 dots at the top and you go to gift settings and turn it on. If it's already on, turn it off and then wait and then go back in and turn it on again and see if that doesn't jar its memory. Who figured it out? Justice Fats Seagal. Fat Steven Seagal figured it out. Just has reporter learn more. You might be on a branded account, and a brand account can't accept them for some reason. That's got to be one of the first things they fix. We literally, like, think about how freaking convoluted this is. We encouraged people for like a year to switch to branded accounts so they could set up their own username, and now they're like, yeah, if you're on a branded account, you can't accept memberships. Yo, Dustin grabbed one. There's 2 memberships left to grab at the top of the chat. Click the box, click allow gifts. Michael F. with 12 months. That's a whole year. I just learned you can do anniversary messages. That's right. And 2 months for Babbling Bike. You have to turn it off. Okay, so Duke says you have to turn it off, close the setting, and then open the setting again to activate it again. Jiminy frickin' Christmas. So that's what Duke had to do. Duke is informing us that he went in, turned it off, and left the setting completely, and then went all the way back in and turned it on. Golly frick. How do you do the anniversary messages? Click the $sign at the bottom of the chat, and it should have the option for you to do it. I have a branded account, and I can get them on mobile, too. There we go. Mirlinde got one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1 left. YouTube memberships. Are you confused yet? This is one of the reasons why YouTube has been so slow to add features. It's like everything is just, it takes so long to get it into that real polished state. It just is the nature of things. Dark Ops says, I just had to switch it on and off. Okay. It's disappeared. I don't have the option for gift memberships anymore. Oh, well. It won't even let you gift memberships? What's Lies of P? It's a new Souls-like game that we covered for the first few hours of the stream. P Dudley hit 3 months. That's a 3-month milestone. Welcome back in. Once this last membership gets claimed, guys, I'm turning on. I'm switching us over to the members only show. It's not even there. That's weird. I can't do it on this account, but I can do it on my other account. Yeah, I can do it on my other account. I can't do it on this account. It might be something weird. Miralinde said I had to switch it off and then on again. Okay. What's the YouTube account that you're supposed to tweet at? Is it YouTube Creators? Is that who you're supposed to tweet at? I'm trying to see. Yo, a 3-month milestone for Zach Quartz. Because I want to tweet at them about this. I think it's YouTube Creators. Hey, YouTube creators, we've been having huge lulls in folks being able to receive gifted memberships. Discovered today that many are having to go into gift options, disable allow gifts, save, and then re-enable to receive them. This is a huge blow to the momentum factor. Hey, YouTube creators, we've been having a huge lull. We've been having huge lulls in folks being able to receive gifted memberships. Discovered today that many are having to go into gift options, disable allow gifts, save, and then re-enable to receive them. This is a huge blow to the momentum factor. There we go. They got to look into this. This is incredibly not ideal. It's so not ideal. All right, let me do the members post. Thought it was Team YouTube. Is it at Team YouTube? Let me see. Yeah, it looks like it's Team YouTube. Ah. Tagging Team YouTube as well. There we go. All right, the link in chat is where we're headed. The link in chat is where we are headed. Hey, if you clicked on this after the fact and you're watching the VOD, thanks for being a member. Thanks for consuming the members-only content. If you're not getting these notifications, I do a members-only community post. Sometimes those notifications aren't super reliable, so it's a good reason to be in the Discord. There's a Discord link below of all of the videos on this channel. Get in there, sync it up with your YouTube membership. You get access to lots of extra rooms, and then you'll get pinged in the Discord. I do a little announcement. So you should never be missing members-only live content. This is a daily members-only talk show that you get access to as a member. I'm going to end the previous stream about Lies of P and bring everybody over. We did discover something about gifted members that seems to have fixed it a little bit. We were running into an issue with people not getting memberships, and we figured it out. You have to go onto your member. You have to click the join button, click the three dots at the top of the menu, and then click allow gifts off and on again. You got to like save it off and then go back in and turn it back on again. So that's been going on. And redirect's not saving. Let me I can't end the previous stream just yet. Gaming with Hussein just got the last gifted membership just in time. Here we go. Okay, I ended the previous stream.